You were not born a criminal. You were born cheap. A narrow room. The smell of coal. Your mother counts cents. Your father counts blows. America comes out of one war and prepares for another. 1918. Soldiers return. You grow up among people who have already lost something. By 1929, the market collapses. Black Tuesday, soup lines. You do not philosophize. You learn to take. First crates from the docks, then warehouses, then weapons. 1932. Conviction for armed robbery. You are sent to United States Penitentiary, Leavenworth. Stone, concrete, order. You quickly understand the arithmetic of the system. If you hit, you are isolated. If you do not bend, they break you. You choose not to bend. In reports they write, unmanageable. August 1st, 1934. The Department of Justice opens a new maximum security prison. They call it the final stop. They send those who do not fit. Your name is on the list. The boat cuts through the bay. Fog hides the shore. The rock rises from the water. Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary. You look at it without illusion. You are not a hero. You are cargo moved where it makes less noise. The door closes behind you. The sound is short, metallic. Time begins to move differently. You step onto the dock October 18th, 1934. The wind from the bay cuts your face. The guards do not shout. Here they record. They line you up, measure you, cut your hair, give you a number. Your name stays in paper. Your number stays in your head. The cell, 5 steps long, 2 wide. Iron bed, sink with cold water. Bars,
Inmate,
view of San Francisco.
these are the rules.
The city
Yeah,
is
I get
close.
it.
Access
Take
is
it.
not.
Fine.
The rules are read fast. Wake up, 6:30. Lights out, 21:30. Talking, only when necessary. Silence, the main language. The warden, James A. Johnston. He believes in discipline more than people. You test the limits in the first week. You do not fight. You do not insult. You just look into eyes. They write it down as behavior observation. You write them down as weak links. The food is better than other prisons. That is what they say. Meat on Thursdays, no leftovers. Refuse to work. D-block. Isolation, bread and water. In 1934, they transfer Al Capone here. You see him in the dining hall. He is not a king, just another number. Alcatraz does not care about names. You learn the main rule. Do not stand out and do not disappear. You become part of the system. Not friend, not enemy, function. Fog comes every evening. It erases the city. You understand, the island is not about walls. It is about distance. You quickly learn, survival here belongs not to the strongest, but to the precise. You move by schedule like a mechanism. You work in the laundry, steam, moisture, blind machine noise. Your fingers crack from chemicals. You do not complain. There are no random conversations on the island. Words are currency. You spend them rarely. You listen more. You remember who gets letters, who does not, who breaks at night. May 1937. 2 men, Theodore Cole and Ralph Rowe, go through a workshop window. The jump into San Francisco Bay is cold like a sentence. Officially drowned. Bodies not found. The island does not comment. The island records. You count the guards. Shift every 8 hours. Cell checks every 30 minutes. Flashlight moves across your face. You do not blink. They send you once to isolation for slow work. 3 days in darkness, bread, water, metal under your back. You do not lose your mind. You sort thoughts. Cut away excess. In reports appears another line, escape attempt. Names, Theodore Cole and his partner. You rate it in the library. You close the file. You do not build plans. You build habits. Breathe evenly. Look straight. Do not hope. The island is not about freedom. It is about
Inmate,
control.
sound off.
And you begin to control at least yourself. You are no longer new. They know your face. They read your rhythm. You stop being a problem. You become a resource. They transfer you to the carpenter shop. Wood is softer than metal. Dust fills your lungs. You cut boards to repair structures. The island ages faster than people. The wind destroys everything. December 1937. The Golden Gate Bridge opens. You see it from the workshop window. The bridge connects shores. You remain on the rock. In 1938, they bring George Machine Gun Kelly. He walks quietly. Loud names sound dull here. You watch the system grind him too, without noise, without blood, only routine. You learn to be useful. You fix chairs. You repair frames. The guards note, reliable worker, not praise, investment. You begin to understand the island logic. It does not break instantly, it erases slowly. Every day identical, every day heavier. Europe burns. September 1st, Germany enters Poland. You read about it in the library newspaper. The outside world collapses again. Here everything is stable, stable and bad. You stop fighting the system, you become part of it. Not by belief, by calculation. And the calculation works, for now. By 1942, you are a tuned mechanism. Wake before the bell, work without supervision. They make you shop foreman, not for trust, for predictability. December 7th, 1941. Attack on Pearl Harbor. The island tightens security. Searchlights cut fog at night. San Francisco goes dark. War makes even prison strategic. You feel strange power. Not over people, over order. You assign tools, you watch productivity. You ignore small violations. You expose serious ones. In reports appears the name Aaron Burgett, a guard killed during escape attempt. Blood enters concrete like water. The island does not react. You receive fewer letters. Family writes less. The world moves on wartime. You move on 6:30 to 21:30. They stop sending you to isolation. You cause no problems. You are stability. Reports say, model behavior. You look at the bay and understand, this is the maximum available. Not freedom, control inside a cage. You reach peak prison existence. Above, only walls. Below, deep lock, balance holds. For now, the system cracks. May 2nd, Battle of Alcatraz. Bernard Coy, Joseph Kretzer, Marvin Hubbard. They take weapons. 2 guards dead. The island sounds like war. You are in the workshop when shooting begins. Sirens cut air, prisoners forced into cells. You lie face down on concrete. Dust mixes with sweat. 2 days later, Marines arrive. Grenades tear corridors. Stone cracks. Bodies burn. You see aftermath.
Where were you on the 12th?
Blood on stairs.
I told you
Doors
I was at
broken
home.
by explosions.
Your story isn't adding
New
up.
regime
I'm not
begins.
lying.
Harder. The system answers with fear. You answer with silence. They investigate you. Any connection is suspicion. You are clean, not innocence. Distance. The price comes differently. Letters stop completely. 1947. Your father dies. You learn 1 month later. No funeral, no earth. The island stays the same. You do not. Discipline protects body, not loss. For the first time, routine fails. They move you back to general population. Age arrives. Fingers slower. System removes slowing parts. Cold becomes stronger. Bones hurt even summer. You count winters. Robert Stroud arrives. Legend without birds. Just old man in cell. Myth dies quietly. The island decays. Concrete cracks. Costs rise. Alcatraz becomes inefficient. June 11th, 1962. Frank Morris and Anglin brothers escape. Holes in walls. Fake heads in beds. Raft from raincoats. Bodies not found. Searchlights sweep faces. You lie still. You no longer run. You wait. March 21st, 1963. Alcatraz closes officially. Prisoners transferred. The island empties faster than it filled. The era ends not by revolt, by accounting. You look at the rock last time. Not hate, understanding. It is no longer needed. You are loaded onto Ferry Spring, 1963. No ceremony, no words. The island fades behind. You go to United States Penitentiary, Atlanta. No fog, only heat and noise. November 22nd, 1963. President John F. Kennedy assassinated. Prisoners argue. You remain silent. Presidents change. Bars remain. Sentence reduced for behavior, not regret. Statistics, 1967. Parole. You walk out without applause. San Francisco changed. 1969. Activists occupy Alcatraz. The rock becomes symbol again. Not prison. Protest. You rent cheap room. Work loading cargo. Back bends easier than will. At night you do not dream freedom. You dream routine. 6:30. 21:30. Flashlight across your face. You live quietly. No heroism, no excuses. The island closed. The system did not. You are its product. And the sentence ended only on paper.